I'm going to be honest with you. You're not a 10.
All right.
I'm not saying that to be mean, but you're not a 10.
Okay.
It's only fair, right? You rated me.
Yeah.
I'm not even going to rate you, but I'll just say that you're not a 10.
Okay. That doesn't hurt me.
I'm not trying to hurt you. Are you down to revise your answer? If we got makeup remover.
No, my makeup's expensive. Why would I want to take it off? No.
Is there a difference?
It's expensive. I'm not taking it off, Brian.
Is there a difference in your rating with makeup, without makeup?
No, I told you, Brian, it's all about confidence. Why would I do any... I don't know what you want me to do. And I'm not using those makeup wipes either.
Oh.
Get better ones. If you get micellar water or something, maybe.
You're so above Neutrogena, right?
We all are.
Yes.
Is that what
I take care of my skin. I spent so much money at Ulta the other day getting a bunch of skincare products.
Wow.
Yeah.
What's wrong with Neutrogena?
Everything.
What's wrong with it?
It's just like not safe for your skin at all.
I've seen these articles where they're saying a lot of women are not finding economically attractive partners.
Yes.
What does a guy need to make bare minimum to get you?
Me happy.
Bare minimum, I would say 100,000 after taxes. I prefer 200,000 and up.
Mm-hmm.
But I would say after taxes, bring home like 100K.
So bare minimum 100,000, but more preferably 200,000 after taxes.
Mm-hmm. Because I can work with that. I can multiply that. I mean, I plan on being a multimillionaire.
Yeah,
so
you want to help your man.
I need a base.
What about for you?
He's got to be able to afford a house and a family in the current city that he resides.
Okay.
But I'm living in LA now. So in LA, to be able to have a house and a family.
Pricey.
Yeah,
it's
you're looking at
here.
6 figures,
Wow.
200,000. But I mean, I do kind of like nerdy guys.
Oh.
A little bit of autism is kind of hot. It's okay.
I do not accept a coffee or a walk as a possible date option, and neither should you. First of all, I'm not a dog that needs to be walked. Second, I have an espresso machine at home, works fabulous. We're not doing drinks either. You're gonna try to get me drunk and take me back home. No. We are doing dinner. You're gonna pick me up. We're gonna come to the restaurant. We're gonna see your table manners. We're gonna see what you order. We're gonna see, do you hold your chopsticks correctly? We're just gonna, study you a bit. Okay? So dinner it is.
He didn't treat you like nothing. He didn't treat you like nothing. He left you because you went for him. How's that treating you badly? When you was whipping him, you was happy, right? Because you didn't leave him. So how has he treated you badly? Because he left you because you wasn't for him. That's not treating you badly. That's the guy doing what's best for him.
Yeah, but she won't say it like that. She's crazy.
Well, she needs to, because that's the reality. And women are out here traumatizing themselves by their delusion.
Every time.
The following happens to me all the time. I enter some social event in a public place. It could be anywhere. A party, a bar, a bike club ride, a hiking trip, a work meeting, or a church, especially bars. I walk in. I keep my eyes on the floor. I don't make eye contact. I don't look at anybody other than a glance, to avoid bumping into them. Some slutted up girl with too much makeup, a bottle blonde, a belly, fat thighs, and her big butt packed into 2 small jeans, walks up to me. Remember, I do not acknowledge her presence. I have not looked at her. I have been looking the other way, especially when she gets close. I'm pretending to check my Twitter feed on my phone. She starts screaming these words at me. I don't like you. I don't want to date you. I don't want to meet you. I don't want to talk to you. I have a boyfriend, and he's rich, blah blah blah. I walk away before she finishes. Sometimes she follows me and keeps talking. It happens all the time. These women are typical American women. I don't like American women, and I would never have approached them, yet they hunt me down to tell me not to approach them. I don't know why they do this. Is it the natural result of feminism? American women are truly entitled and delusional. You see, a Western woman is insufficient to the past traditional man. Since the early 1980s, the workforce of women has increased dramatically. A housewife became frowned upon by the feminist community. Serving a man his dinner when he comes home is nearly non-existent. The family doesn't eat together as much anymore. Daycare made a massive amount of money during the 1980s onward due to women being employed. If a woman couldn't work, she could be eligible for public assistance to take care of herself and her child as long as the father was absent. The modern woman doesn't feel she needs a man, especially if she has money. to do what she needs to do. But as long as the woman is single, the more masculine she becomes in mindset, because she's taking on the responsibilities in the household alone, and she doesn't have anybody to answer to. So the terrible reality for the modern woman is she lost her role as a submissive, compromising woman when dealing with men. Women, nowadays, they expect a little too much. They build castles in the air and want to live a fake life. They have no patience. Studies have shown, repeatedly, that women are pickier than men when it comes to casual sex, extending to at least casual dating at younger ages. There is no reason to believe this difference continues at full strength when it comes to long-distance relationships. Straight women prefer to date men who are their age or older. Both men and women are willing to tolerate larger age differences as they grow older. The classical formulation is half age plus 7 or twice age minus 14. But among straights, the older male or younger female pattern is strongly entrenched. Surveys suggest that as never married men grow older, their interest in marriage declines over time, and that this is not true for women. Men also are removed from the dating pool by external forces at a higher rate, in particular because they die at a faster rate and are imprisoned at higher rates. Because of the combined factors of Study 2 and Study 3, the ratio of competitors to prospectively long-term mates increases over time for straight women and decreases over time for straight men. So relative to their long-distance relationship dating pool, straight men typically become more attractive over time, while straight women typically become less attractive over time. There are individual exceptions, and it's not true in absolute terms, but relative terms are what matter here. Because we develop our own sense of how desirable we are from experience over time, our perception of our own desirability is usually at a time lag from reality. If we become more or less attractive, for example, by gaining or losing weight, growing older, working out, and changing style, it will take us a little while to fully realize the change, especially if the change is negative. Most of us have self-esteem that rises over time, men or women. And we like to blame others for negative outcomes while crediting ourselves with positive outcomes. Self-serving bias is real and strong. Since the general trend for straight women is, in relative terms, negative, straight women's perceptions of their desirability are inflated relative to straight men's perceptions of their desirability. Meaning that straight women tend to bring inflated expectations to the table. For straight women, going through a transition period and just starting to look for a long-distance relationship, this is compounded by the first study, making for a bunch of straight women in their late 20s and early 30s who are either angry or sad about not getting the caliber of man they think they deserve. There's not anything special about straight women's psychology. Men, lesbians, and others who used to be hot stuff and declined in relative attractiveness are also likely to suffer inflated expectations, but the relationship between age, casual sex, and long-distance relationships between men and women means that it's primarily a straight woman sort of problem. When observing certain groups of women, it can seem like there's a very strange sentiment of entitlement, of unequal and delusional expectations of men in the dating environment. They are always expecting gifts, expecting to be pampered to the extreme with no effort or reciprocation on her side, which runs counterintuitive to that same woman's supposed values about social equality between the sexes. The entitled bitches are loud about their delusional sense of entitlement on social media. Here's my theory for the thought processes behind this phenomenon. I think many women's bullshit is rooted in the paranoia of the boogeyman of male sexuality. The danger and fear of violence from a biologically stronger sex has a real basis, but these women do love to use it as a crutch or excuse for their own bad behavior and selfish demands. Historically, women have been oppressed. I think knowledge of that truth leads some to consciously or subconsciously believe that there's some kind of societal debt owed to women as a group from men as a group. Whether that's true or not, some women take this understanding to the extreme, trying to apply that notion to the individual man that exists in this present day. I believe this is the cause of a lot of the entitlement and the outrageous demands you see from women. Like on FDS and counterintuitively upholding beneficial sexist practices, this causes tension between the sexes and leaves everyone miserable. Anyway, that's all for today on Manhood. Remember to smash the like and subscribe buttons, and also click on the notification bell to be the first to know when I drop a new video. If you find value in my videos, you can show your support through PayPal or Cash App. The links are in the description. See you next time. Cheers.